Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of our design pattern series here at Code to Commerce. I am Mayank Pratap Singh and today we are going to explore the chain of responsibility design pattern. The chain of responsibility pattern is a behavioral design pattern that allows you to build a chain of objects where each object can handle a request or pass it to the next object in the chain. This pattern promotes loose coupling and flexibility in handling the requests. Now, you might wonder, why do we even need this pattern? Well, think about the scenarios where you have multiple processing steps for a request and each step might be handled by different components. Instead of hard coding these steps together, the chain of responsibility pattern allows for a more modular and maintainable approach. One of the best real-life examples of the chain of responsibility pattern is a customer support system. Imagine you call a customer support hotline with an issue. Your call is first handled by a frontline representative. If they can't resolve your issue, they escalate it to a supervisor. If the supervisor can't help, they escalate it further until it reaches someone who can resolve the issue. This cascading escalation process mirrors the chain of responsibility pattern. So how do we use the chain of responsibility pattern in daily applications? Let's say you are building a web application with multiple layers of authentication. You can use a chain of authentication handlers where each handler checks a specific aspect of the authentication process, such as username or password validation, two-factor authentication, or OAuth verification. Now, let's take a look at a bad code example with tight coupling. Imagine we have a scenario where we need to process a customer's order. Here is how we might implement it without using the chain of responsibility pattern. In this code, we see tight coupling between the order processor class and specific order processing steps. If we want to add or modify processing steps, we will have to modify this class, violating the open/closed principle. Now, let's refactor this code using the chain of responsibility pattern to achieve loose coupling. In this refactored code, we have made some improvements to handle orders. Instead of having one big chunk of a code that tries to do everything related to processing an order, we split the task into smaller, more manageable pieces. Now, we have different handlers, each assigned to do a specific job in the order process. For example, the discount handler is responsible for applying discounts if the order's total amount is over a certain limit. The payment handler deals with the processing of the payments, and the shipping handler takes care of the shipping method. Each handler focuses on its job without worrying about the other parts of the process. Imagine we received an order. First, it goes to the discount handler. If the order qualifies for a discount, it is applied. Then the order moves to the payment handler, where the payment method is processed. After that, it heads to the shipping handler to determine how it will be shipped. If a handler can't handle a particular aspect of the order, it simply passes it along to the next handler in line. This way, each handler does its part and the order gets processed step by step, smoothly and efficiently. Now, Let's talk about the benefits of using the chain of responsibility pattern. Decoupling. Chain of responsibility decouples the sender and the receiver of a request, making it easy to add or remove handlers without affecting the client code. Flexibility. It provides flexibility in handling requests by allowing multiple handlers to process a request in different ways. However, like any other design pattern, chain of responsibility also comes with its drawbacks. Let's discuss them. Potential performance impact. If the chain is long and complex, it can introduce performance overhead due to multiple handler invocations. Difficulty in debugging. With a long chain of handlers, debugging and tracing the flow of execution can become challenging. And there you have it. The chain of responsibility design pattern allows you to build flexible systems by decoupling processing logic of any request. However, it is essential to weigh its pros and cons carefully and use it properly in your application. Please subscribe, like, share and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest videos. See you in the next episode.